What's up guys, this is Pea Sensei. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I pushed my Primo to 1000 trophies from solo Showdown. I'm going to be going over some replays and give you some tips so that you can push your Primo high in Showdown as well. Anyway, let's get into it. Okay, first let's go over some stats for Primo. As you can see, he has a lot of health, the second most health in the game. This enables him to survive in Showdown because he can tank a lot of hits. His range is very short, the shortest in the game. However, his DPS is pretty decent, so if any squishy brawler gets into his range, they're pretty much dead. And his super is super good. It's what gives Primo his value, but we'll go more into that when we get to the replays. As far as the star power to use, definitely highly recommend using Primo's second star power, Meteor Rush. Basically, after Primo uses his super, it gives him a speed boost. This will allow you to finish off kills when you use your super on offense, and it allows you to get away when you're using it on defense as well. Anyway, let's just go over the maps that I pushed him to 1k on. Alright, the first map I pushed Primo on is Stocky Stockades. This usually has the robot modifier. And just like my Shelly video, Primo is a tank, and so the maps that he thrives in have a lot of grass and blocks. And as you can see, the second map, which I finished him off on 1k on, is Treasure Hunt. And the cool thing about this Showdown meta is that most of the maps are tank friendly, so you're going to be able to push your Primo on pretty much every map except for like a couple. So I think that's pretty cool. Anyways, let's head into the replays. Alright, for our first replay here, we're starting off in the bottom right corner. Immediately get the first box that's near me. In the beginning, you want to prioritize getting as much boxes as you can. I see a BB there, and the cool thing about BB is actually a good matchup for me. So I can easily just feed my super off, go to the BB, let her hit me, recover, and then just go pester her again. And this is a great way to get your super. And as I mentioned earlier, Primo's super is so good. You know, Primo, his range is kind of bad, right? And his burst is kind of bad. Like, when compared to other tanks, he's countered by Daryl, Bull. He's pretty much countered by every tank except for, like, Frank or BB. But what gives Primo his value is his super. With his super, he can counter any brawler in the game, even a Shelly with super, if you do it correctly. So, getting your super is super key. Obviously, you shouldn't just go around aggressive looking for a brawler to feed you, right? That's not a smart play. But as you can see, this BB is a perfect way for me to feed my super. And as you can see, we have our super. Just thinking of going in, but like not worth it because it was too risky. Never want to go for risky plays in Showdown, especially when you're this high. So yeah, we're just chilling in this bush, just waiting a bit. And this Daryl rolls in, trying to escape. He has 7 power cubes, I have 1, so out I go. Don't want to mess with him at all. Alright, and now we're just, since we're in the open, just moving around, trying to be unpredictable in case the Daryl tries to roll up on me. Alright, that BB goes into that bush over there. And I see my opportunity to get in, to take the bush from the Daryl as the Daryl rolls in. And now we're in an ideal situation. We're part of the middle. As you can see, there's 6 different places. Alright, and now we're just waiting for the right opportunity to go in. And I really don't like how this map is designed. Like, this map is designed so that at the end there's like 6 people left, right? Like, there's 4 people left, and whether you win or lose really just depends on you being patient and just waiting. But if someone attacks you, you're kind of screwed. So as you can see, like that Leon, hey, I had no chance because that Daryl went in. I go after Daryl and check out this cool play. 1 power up, Primo versus a 10 power up. I punch him, use my range advantage. All right, super in, and then I super in again, and there you go. 2 power up Primo beating a 12 power up Daryl. Let's go to the next replay. All right, and I might as well just go over some interactions. You know, as I'm going for boxes here. Mortis, just scare him off. Like, Mortis, he's not going to do anything. If he sticks around, you can kill him. And same thing with, I really don't know what this June was doing. That's an easy kill. Like, if you're facing a tank, never get too close to them. Okay, that's easy money for me. And I got my super. What more could I ask for in a game, right? But anyways, when you're fighting other tanks, you want to use your range. All right, because other tanks, when it comes to shotgunners, Daryl's, Bull, they do less damage the farther away you are. But with Primo, that doesn't matter. His range, he does the same amount of damage no matter what his range is. So you want to use your range against tanks. That way you can actually do more damage to them. So yeah, got 4 power cubes, just chilling. Oh, also, if you saw what I did earlier, there was a power cube in the back, and I knew that most likely no one was going to ever go and find that, so I just got all the power cubes that were closer to the center, and then went back to get that power cube. That's also something you can do, if you're pretty confident that no one's going to go back there. As you can see, Bo over there pestering the ball. And right now, it's just a matter of chilling, and get the easy kills as they come. Don't try to force anything. As I state in my Bull video, as I stated in my Shelly video, you really want to be passive. You do not want to be aggressive, because being aggressive attracts attention, and attracting attention means you get ganged up on, and that means you do not get to the placing you want. And unfortunately, that Mortis had nowhere to go, and Mortis is now dead. Yeah, Mortis really can't kill anyone. And as you can see, that Bo's getting pinched by the Bull and the Crow. I see that as an opportunity to get the boss as they're busy fighting the Bo. And now I'm just chilling. I don't want to act. Let them fight it out. Right? Just watching them fight. As you can see, Crow wins that matchup, and I pretty much won the game. I literally can just sit here and wait for the poison to come and play Ring Around the Rosie. Crow has 5k health. I have 10k health. There's just no way Crow's winning, and I have my super. So Crow does the smart thing and just gives up. And yeah, like a win by being passive, right? We only got 1 kill. We let everyone else do the killing. Let's move on to the next replay. Alright, so I see a Shelly. Shelly, I don't want to mess with Shelly. Like, sometimes if a Shelly plays badly, you can get the best of her, but like in general, Shelly counters a Primo. And she gets her super faster than me, so it's just not good. Don't mess with the Shelly. Alright, I see this Zero that's weak. Comes into my bush, and just like I told you before, using my range, backing up so that I do my full damage while he cannot do his full damage, and I go off lightly unscathed while he deals the full damage from my Fists of Fury. Crow being a little annoying. I'll go over some bad matchups later, but yeah, Crow is definitely a matchup you want to avoid. Thankfully, the Daryl does us all a favor and rolls in and kills the Crow. Very much appreciated, Daryl. No one likes dealing with Crows. Hate to play against them, love to play with them. And again, we're in the bush just chilling. A lot of activity going up. As I stated in my Shelly video, yeah, you don't want your area to be crowded. You do not want your area to be crowded. If your area has a lot of brawlers, it can get pretty hectic real quick. So, if you can find yourself in a situation where there's not a lot of people near you, and that's exactly where you want to be. This Crow is being annoying over there. Like, I have my super. If I really wanted to, I could go kill him, but I know that would attract attention. We have a Shelly over there that could probably, Shelly and Spike, which both counter me. Don't really want to give up my position that easily, so I do the smart thing and just hide. And this Daryl tries to come in. I'm like, no, you ain't coming into my space. Protect your space. As I stated in my Shelly video, maintaining your own area. Don't let people get in. Drive them away, especially, this is my bush. No one else is allowed in here. Alright, mark your territory. Yeah, you see, this is, you just want to chill. And now, I went immediately after the Crow because I was, angry at him. And, yeah, unfortunately the Crow got second. I wish he got a lower position, but at least we ended up killing him, so that's always a plus in my book. And now, let's go over to our final match. Going straight for the boxes, and again, like, I'm not low. Like these games I'm showing you are all from 800 plus trophies. I'm not. It's not like this was like 500 trophy gameplay. I was super high, and people still do this stuff. So, I mean, you know, I'll take it. You know, that means easy power cubes for me. Unfortunately, I had to retreat because that Leon can burst you down. Yeah, Leon is tricky, right? Because if Leon can burst you down, so you got to be careful with Leon. If you have your super though, Leon won't know at him. I mean, I kid you not. Like, Primo can counter any brawler in the game with his super. Like, it's that good. Especially if you use it correctly. So basically, how you use it is basically you use it to waste an enemy's attack, right? And if you're using it against a Shelly with her super, you use it right when she uses her super, and you dodge her super with your super. And Shelly just completely wastes the super, and you just go ham on it. Right now we have an 8-bit spinning over there. Yeah, I'm not trusting that 8-bit at all. And I noticed that he's, you know, checking bushes, so I just preemptively move so that he can't get me. Very smart thing to do. Yeah, if you see someone checking bushes, make sure you put yourself in a position where they can't hit you. And we see that 5 power up Nita and that 6 power up 8-bit. 8-bit's doing a dumb decision because Nita is a way better peak shooter than 8-bit is. And Nita is going to win that all day if it's just shooting around walls. Because, like, at most you're going to get, like, what, 2-3 bullets on Nita? Like, come on, 8-bit. Come on! Alright, fortunately the Nita checked us in the bush, so I'm like, you know what, I ain't gonna be killed by this Nita, gotta make my move. And managed to kill the Leon. Unfortunately, that Nita finishes us off. But this is actually the match that got me to 1,000 trophies. And so, yeah, so I got one more thing for you guys. And that is just going to be a little highlight of me destroying this 5 power BB. Here we go. As you can see, this BB is kind of being annoying, honestly. Like, this 5 power BB is being really annoying, right? So just like I showed you before, feeding my super. Right, waiting until I get my super, and then it's about to go it's about to get crazy up in here. Alright, so I think she goes after I get my super now. And check this out. This is just how powerful Primo's super can be. Look at that, destroying a 5 power BB. And yeah, so now let's go over some tips. Alright, now let's go over some matchups. When it comes to other tanks, when it comes to the tanks that you're okay going after would be other Primos, Rosas, and Franks, and BBs as well. All these tanks are perfectly fine to go after. Yeah, because Primo will counter them. And all you got to do is you just run into them, and as soon as you get your super similar to Shelly, you just auto aim in, and you'll get the easy kill. When it comes to other tanks such as Bull, Daryl, and I'll throw Shelly in there, you want to use your range against them and spam super as soon as you get it, but you generally want to avoid it. Like, if you can counter them when you have your super, but I would only do that if it's a last minute thing, simply because they can also counter you. So yeah, you got to be careful. Like, if a Daryl rolls some money you, obviously you can counter you. If a Bull gets right into the middle of you and does his full damage, he can counter you. If Shelly gets her super, she can counter you. So I would say those are more 50-50. So generally avoid those when you can. When it comes to all the other brawlers in the game, if they get into your range, kill them. As simple as that. However, the issue would be, right, if they are from a longer range and are not so kind enough to let you to walk into your space. Brawlers that really don't do a lot, like throwers, Please, throwers. Okay, throwers. Go ahead, go after them. Brawlers that don't do a lot of damage, so that you can literally chase them, like Jean, is an example. Carl, Poco, Mr. P to some extent, Penny, Jesse. All these brawlers don't do a lot of burst damage, so you can literally chase them, and you can chase them and catch up to them, and they won't do enough damage to put you in serious health. All the other mid to long range brawlers, such as Crow, well, Crow just has a faster movement speed. But Colt, Pam, 8-Bit, Bo, Sandy, right? B, Brock, Piper, all these brawlers you don't want to chase them down. If you get close enough to a Piper, if you can make Piper dodge her, if you can dodge Piper's shots and get up close, then you could counter Piper. But yeah, you want to avoid these guys, because if you just straight chase them, you're not going to be able to take that damage. They're going to do a lot of damage to you, so you want to be careful with that. So anyway, yeah, that's the matchups to keep in mind. Yeah, his super is super valuable, and didn't really have something to show you, but yeah, when you're facing a Shelly, when you think, it's kind of just a feel, when you think she's going to use her super, that's when you want to use it, and use it to dodge her super, to fully counter Shelly, and any brawler that exists, really. Give me that good. Just don't use it sparingly, as I said. You just want to be more passive in Showdown. You don't want to be as aggressive, keeping people away from your space. And I think that'll do it for all the tips that I got. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time with another 1K brawler. Peace.